This video is sponsored by Cricut. Hey guys, welcome back to what did I say? Hey guys, is that how it goes? I'm Alexandra. What? Guys, I'm having a moment. Hey besties, welcome. Hey guys. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alexandra and you are watching Studio Fix, the series where I tackle teeny tiny apartments under 500 square feet and show you how to make them beautiful, stylish, and organized. You got a makeover to do, so. Carla, are you ready? Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am so close to 400,000 subscribers. At the time of filming this video, I think we're at like 394, so close. Today we are making over Olivia's apartment. It is 344 square feet, so super tiny, but let's head into her space, meet Olivia, and see what she needs help with.
Hi Alexandra, my name is Olivia and I need your help with my studio apartment. I am not allowed to drill any holes or paint anything. I can't even change the light fixture. Absolutely not allowed to make any modifications to my place. I currently have a dresser in my entryway, which makes it hard to just enter my very small studio apartment. I am also using a dining room table as my desk, which is very large, taking up a lot of space and causing me neck pain. I'm having some trouble distinguishing the space in my studio apartment. Everything feels all mixed together. When I'm laying in bed, it feels like I'm in the kitchen. If you could help me out, that would be great.
In any other circumstance, this would be like an easy peasy makeover. Quick fixes all around. But there's a catch. We cannot paint or put any holes in the wall, not one. I know that Olivia's studio is probably so relatable to so many of you watching, and now more than ever, we are living in our spaces, we're sleeping, we're eating in them, we're working in them, we're doing like literally everything in these tiny spaces. And for Olivia, the fact that she can't paint the walls or change the lights has her kind of stumped. And she's kind of living in this uninspiring like white box condo. So I am here to help. It's gonna be a challenge, but I'm up for it. I don't think I've ever done a makeover without putting one hole in the wall. So I'm excited, but nervous. Let's head into day one, prep day, and let's go see her space IRL. Good morning, friends. This is gonna be such a good makeover, but it's also just gonna be intense. But we are ready, we are here. Me, Amanda, and Alana are prepping today. I wanna show you all the boxes that well, I'll just show you now. This is all of our makeover stuff. We were going to have Chico on set, but my friends, Chico absolutely like sliced his hand open with an X-Acto knife, and he texted us and he was like, hey guys, just a heads up, I'm in the emergency room. I cut my hand really badly, but I think I should be okay for the makeover. An hour later, he was like, yeah, so I need surgery. I cut it down to the tendon.
What are you doing?
Oh my gosh, Chico, no. Chico, how did you think you could come on set?
I manage.
Yeah, we know you would. And the thing is you do a great job. That's the thing, you do an awesome job.
Well, you do all the work. I just tell you what to do.
We hope you feel better, Chico.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Feel better, Chico.
You just need to give him all your well wishes for a speedy recovery because we need him on makeovers. We need him to feel better. But also we just want him to feel better because it's Chico and he deserves to feel great at all times. Can we just take a moment to take in this view from Olivia's apartment? I have lived in Toronto my whole life and I have never seen the city from a view like this. It is so beautiful. Mercury is in retrograde. I don't know if anyone follows this. Anyways, we've just been having a wild 24 hours and Noah just texted me and said a pigeon just pooped on him. This little nook that Olivia was using for her office is great, and we're keeping the setup of this whole apartment because it really is the only way it's gonna work. We're gonna hang some peel and stick wallpaper just along this wall where her desk was up against. I feel like that's really just gonna help divide the space and make it feel separate from the rest of this apartment as like best we can. We're working with a very, very tiny space. Peel and stick decals or wallpaper is such a great alternative if you can't paint your walls in your space. Using pattern or color is just a really great way to visually divide up an open space, even if it's a tiny section, just like Olivia's desk area. I know a big question that you guys have, you always ask me this in the comments.
Not a sock.
Like, where's the sock coming from?
Someone's welding the wall. Not even lying to you, sparks are flying.
Does it actually not leave any residue when you pull it off the wall? And in my experience, it hasn't. I actually wallpapered my fridge, which you'd think would leave like sticky residue behind once I peeled it off, but it didn't. It was amazing. And that's why I love using peel and stick products, is because they truly are reversible and renter friendly. It looks so good. That was actually pretty easy to install as well. I'm just folding over the edges to this side. I might actually leave it or X-Acto it tomorrow. And we're gonna X-Acto the top as well tomorrow, but it looks so pretty. On the topic of peel and stick products, we are going to be doing a peel and stick arch faux headboard behind Olivia's bed frame. This is such a cost-effective way to give the illusion of a headboard and make your bedroom space feel more pulled together without spending a ton of money on an
Try to be quiet, sorry.
You want to say hi to the viewers? The sad thing is I feel like they'd probably rather see you doing the stand-up.
Yeah. Do you want to go up?
Through the next line.
What were we saying? Where are we?
We're at the arch headboard.
Lead into talking about the arch. So this, okay, direct to the camera.
My job isn't so easy.
That's what you think. So this is a great alternative to, you're talking, laughing over my line.
I'm sorry. Quiet on set.
How many people were scared? Me too.
So this is a great alternative to a headboard, and we are putting it, where are we putting it? And we are putting it under the fuse box. I know that looks ugly. Don't worry. This is an Alexandra Gater video. We have a plan to cover it up later. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, not exactly the wording I would choose, but thank you so much, James. Okay. Okay, so as James was saying, this is a great alternative to buying an actual headboard, and especially if you're in a small space, maybe a headboard doesn't fit on the wall where your bed is. So Alana and I are just installing this arch sticker. It came in 3 panels, which was interesting, but worked really well. You don't see the lines where the seams meet, and it looks so cute. As James also said, don't worry. I know we haven't covered up the fuse box. I have a plan for this. For now, this decal looks awesome. Woo! So tomorrow, we're gonna X-Acto off the edges, so it looks like a clean semicircle. The gazelle's just like, I was trying to get out the shot. And like now, Olivia has a faux headboard without using paint. Second last thing in the day is we're gonna put the rug down just before Carla gets here tomorrow and like things start to get a little chaotic. Then we're gonna go to HomeSense and pick up some like last minute finishing touches that we need. Let's put down this massive rug. I just love running to HomeSense whenever we're on a shoot because they always have those like finishing touches or missing pieces we're looking for. I can like trust that if I go there, I will find the thing that I need. Check. This is too heavy to hang above her bed though, I think. But it's so nice.
It is so nice.
That's nice and tall too, like it'll, yeah.
I think this chair will probably go with the whole decor.
Okay, so this isn't like the exact color I wanted, but there's a little dish here, so she can put her keys. Oh, or there's that one that Elena found. Oh, that's so cute. It's giving Shelby. Feels like someone's like, here. Like, I cannot with Christmas. I cannot with
Guys,
Elena's just shopping for herself now.
2 cushions for the bed, rug for the entryway. We have our mirror and our tapestry over there. I think we're good, right? Oh, we need to actually push where we're going. We're going to 1. I have this like image of the thing just like going like, Alexandra. Sorry, I have a lot of anxiety about being out in the world. It's not my fault. Thank you. For long.
Oh my god, I thought you were bringing kids' clothes. Sorry.
Be down here, and you better believe I'm getting this. So it's the next day. We have one more item to prep for this makeover. We're back at Team AG's HQ, and I'm so excited because I get to use my Cricut. And whenever I get to craft on my Cricut, it's a great day. For Olivia's space, I wanted to DIY some fun patterned cushions, and I love using my Cricut for all things home decor. So I'm gonna show you how I'm making these cushions. I need a couple of throw cushion covers. I also need some iron-on vinyl, and I am using my Cricut maker machine and my heat press. First, I'm sitting down at my computer and I am searching for vectors on Etsy. And you get all these cool, interesting shapes that are designed by graphic designers. So I'm downloading those, and once my vectors are in the Cricut design space, I'm just laying them out to kind of get a feel of how I want the patterns to look on the cushion. And now I'm ready to actually transfer these shapes on some iron-on vinyl and get ready to transfer them onto my cushion covers. I'm using Cricut's maker machine for these DIYs. This is basically a smart cutter machine, and it is able to cut designs into over 300 different materials. Today, I'm using their iron-on vinyl, but you can also use it to cut designs into materials like burlap, canvas, cotton, felt, linen, and many more. So now that the shapes have been cut into the vinyl, I'm just weeding out the excess vinyl and then flipping the patterns over onto my cushion. This is where my heat press comes in, and I'm just using the press to transfer the vinyl shapes onto the cushion. Now I'm just peeling up that transfer tape on the back of the vinyl, and would you look at that, I have some customized cushion covers. So fun. It's been such a joy to work with Cricut throughout the years, making care packages for my team. Oh my God, fun! So cute!
Oh my God!
She put my face on a tote bag.
I might die. This is so cute.
Look at Team AG.
Look at this writing. Wow.
Branded Team AG content!
We're adorable.
I also love to send mail and make the envelopes just look super pretty and lovely with my Cricut. And the fact that I get to make custom cushion covers for makeovers is also just the coolest. So it is day 2. This is where we got to yesterday. We hung the wallpaper, that really cool peel and stick arch. I still need to X-Acto the edges to make it look super crisp. We also put down the rug, and it is gorgeous. This rug is from Lowlie in collaboration with ED by Ellen, and it is so beautiful. It has so many colors in it. If you live in a small space, I always encourage you to experiment with color, and if you can't paint your walls, bring that color in through your furniture or textiles like rugs and throw pillows. Okay, so now we're gonna work on the bedroom area. I have a few plans for this space. One of them is changing out the bedspread. I've said this a million times, but when you are working in a small space, everything counts, and I feel like adding texture and color is so, so important. So I have this charcoal gray, it's almost black. Woo, that scared me. With these little tufted, they're not quite pom-poms, but they're little tufts. And I'm just gonna put this on the bed and then decorate it with some throw pillows. We definitely need more pillows. It's looking a little bare. So we're gonna probably run out during lunch to grab some more pillows. In the meantime, I am going to work on this little space at the foot of Olivia's bed. So if you remember, she had that massive dresser in her entryway, which in theory made sense because she could use it as an entryway surface on the top and then store her socks and like other undergarment things in there. It was way too bulky and big. So instead, I've replaced it with this. Super cool. It's really, really narrow. It slides right in here at the foot of her bed, and the top is gonna act as a night table. One of the first things I noticed when I walked into Olivia's apartment is that she has tons of board games. So in a small space, things just look cluttered because you can see everything. Everything's out in the open. So what I've done is put all of these games in these storage boxes. These are amazing. They're from IKEA. Underbed storage. I talk about it endlessly because you can just store so much stuff and make it look neat and tidy. So I did want to add some sort of divide between the bedroom and the living space. I thought about using like a screen. Those are great, like the actual room dividers, but they can be quite bulky and you're just adding in like another piece of furniture really. So I'm hanging these faux plants in these planters from Soco Annex, and I'm just using command ceiling hooks. Don't know if you guys know, but you can get like sticky ceiling hooks, which is great, and they hold a ton of weight. And I'm just gonna hang the plants and see what I think. I might hate it. Today is apparently a day where I hate everything. We're changing the duvet cover at lunch, so. Carla, what do we think?
That's okay.
I went with faux plants because I wasn't sure about the light that Olivia got in here throughout the day. Being in here on a sunny day, I'm like, there probably would be light, but I don't know. Just to be safe, we're going faux. I'm gonna take a step back. Aroni. Okay, definitely think that's quite cute. But I feel like we need to vary the heights of the planters. So I'm just using a bit of twine. And then I'm gonna add one more right here, and it's gonna be long. I wanna show you guys how this hook works. You peel off the back, and it's sticky, and then you literally just put it on the ceiling. That looks really cool. I like it. I like it a lot. So I'm adding a mirror just leaning against the wall here. One, because Olivia wanted a floor length mirror. That was something she didn't have in her space. And I always say, mirrors just brighten up dark corners like this one. Cute. Outfit of the day. My fly is kind of undone. So, just to recap, we are changing the bedspread, but for now, this corner is 90% complete. So I'm gonna move on to the living room. And because Olivia can't mount her television or anything on the wall, this wall right when you walk in is so empty. I knew we had to add something. So I am hanging these gorgeous prints from Faux. They are, I think, the biggest size you can get. It's just gonna anchor this wall and really, really add a statement. I'm using Velcro strips. I'm putting a lot on just so they really stick to the wall. I hung my entire gallery wall in my home up the staircase using command Velcro strips. I love them, I swear by them. And this is just a renter-friendly way to add some art in this space. I think if you have a blank wall, try and fill it vertically. So you want the eye to be drawn up, and big pieces of art is a great way to do that. So for the bedroom, living room area, I chose this floor lamp that swoops into Olivia's space. Because this is a tiny space, I wanted as much ambient light as possible. She only has one overhead light in the kitchen that we couldn't replace. So I thought a swooping light would like really distribute the light evenly and make it feel really cozy in her space. I also thought she could swoop it around her bedroom area if she's in bed reading. There really is not a place to put a bedside light, so I thought this was kind of the next best thing. This light is from Bouclair, which, by the way, Bouclair is killing it. They have a lot of really functional items for small spaces, and as always, everything will be linked down below.
Something about the placement of this is just driving me nuts. Like I don't know, it just looks super out of place and kind of takes away from the light and the plants hanging here. So I wanna try something. There's a plug right here. So I'm thinking this would actually be a better use of like a side table and also storage, because she can just keep a phone charger plugged in there at all times. I'm gonna step over here. The gazelle. Ooh, let me put a plant on top, one sec. Okay, what do we think? And by we, I mean, what does Carla think?
I think it's a lot better.
Wow, because you were like, yeah, that was really bugging me. And then I was like, excuse me? And you were like, no, I meant it was really bugging you. Also, please ignore the bed. We are changing that, making it look way more cozy. But yeah, this feels better.
I knew from the very beginning, as soon as we walked into Olivia's space, that dresser in the front entryway had got to go. It was a great attempt at making an entryway console table, but it felt really bulky. And when you're in a small space, it's really thinking about how you can maximize storage, but also making it functional. And to be honest, when you walked into Olivia's space, it was just stopping the flow into the kitchen and into the living room area as well.
I found this very narrow console table, and on the bottom, Olivia can have storage. She can put her entryway essentials here. I'm gonna go grab a mirror that Alana painted earlier today. We painted it black to just blend in with all the black accents in here. It's just gonna brighten up this whole space and also hides the vent behind it.
Right now, I'm just propping it with a cute little light so that she has light when she walks into her home. And I am obsessed with layering things right now, like layering art prints in front of mirrors and clustering together tons of items. I just think it looks really beautiful and styled.
So I found this at HomeSense. I'm really excited about it. It's a little poof with added storage. So even though Olivia does have a closet, all of her clothes are in there. So she could just shove her shoes in here, put the top on, and it acts as a little stool for her to put her shoes on. So you guys remember how Olivia had that massive table? She was like, it needs to go. I had this dream of like having a dining table in here, but the truth is she works from home in this space, so a desk just made way more sense. This amazing desk is from IKEA. It's small, but you still get a lot of surface space. It has a drawer to organize things in. And my favorite part, all your cords go in here. And there's this section here that hides your power bar. So the cord mess is eliminated. When Olivia's working, she can look out literally at the CN Tower, at the beautiful view. And then for a desk chair, I snagged a dining chair from Article. Every detail counts, and when everything's out in the open, it should be beautiful. So I always like dining chairs as desk chairs because, you know, if Olivia has someone over, she can pivot the chair around. It can be extra seating. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, you guys, like look at this little desk setup. Ah.
You sound hilarious.
Ah.
Olivia can tuck away her keyboard or her laptop when it's not in use. Again, it's just really trying to find closed storage solutions for her so that she can feel like she's not working when she's living in her space.
We are hanging a cute little key shelf with peel and stick hooks. It's gonna go right here. And again, just that like extra bit of storage for Olivia. Guess what, guys? We secured a bedspread. It's bright, textured, and hot tip for you guys, we went with a king size, which means that it drapes over the bed and hides everything underneath, which is such a good hack. It just looks like a hotel bed, and I wanna crawl into it, but I won't because that's weird. Okay. Next up, I'm hanging this tapestry. We also went for this color of bedding, so it tied in with the cute tapestry. I really wanted to do a piece of like art above her bed, but it's only being held up by a command hook, so We didn't want it to fall on her. And this covers the electrical panel so good. Cute, cute, cute. This is the coolest piece. It's from Bouclair. So great for a small space. It's a coffee table, as you can see. And then this pops out, and it's a poof or an extra seat for guests. It's so perfect. It matches Olivia's existing sofa. I'm not gonna keep it here because I kind of wanna keep this area open, and I think it's gonna fit really well beside the sofa. Along with the coffee table, I also grabbed this really cool thing. So it drapes over the side of your sofa, just like this. So she can eat on this, she can have a drink. It's just a really great thing for people who live in small spaces and don't really have room for a coffee table at all. Okay, another studio fix, almost in the bag, I can't believe it. This was a challenge, but a really fun challenge, and now it's time for those finishing touches, and then we're gonna reveal the space to Olivia.
I am placing these baskets on the bottom of the console table. Olivia can put hats, mitts, sunglasses in the summer, everything she needs to kind of get her day started in these baskets, and it's gonna hide all of that clutter. I'm also placing these really cool cushions that I DIY'd using my Cricut machine. How cute do these look? And I'm turning on all the lights to really set the mood. I cannot stress enough how important lighting is in a small space. It just sets the mood and makes it feel really vibey.
Okay, we're just about ready to reveal the space to Olivia. She's gonna be here any minute. Don't be mad, commenters. I took the monitor away for the reveal because I want Olivia to see this wallpaper in all its glory. The reality is she will have her monitor up here every day. And it fits, as you guys saw, which is the most important thing. Okay, you guys ready? Let's bring her in. Are you excited?
I'm so nervous.
Okay, I want you to picture what your space looked like before. Pretty plain. We couldn't put any paint on the walls. We couldn't put any holes in the walls.
I'm so ready.
Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God, it's so different. Love it.
Do you like
So
it?
good. It's so cozy. And
Yay!
I got the bed. I love the plants. I love the wallpaper. It makes like a little workspace.
Exactly.
It has a vibe. It's not just
Yay.
like a condo walkthrough anymore. It's
I'm
a home.
so glad.
Another Studio Fix episode in the bag. I am thrilled with how this turned out. Olivia's reaction was so cute. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We have tons more videos like this coming your way. So many exciting things happening at Team AG that you don't want to miss. Thank you again to Cricut for sponsoring today's video, making all of my crafting dreams come true. And as always, I will see you guys next time. Bye.
That's okay. Yeah, it's my pimple sticker.
You're like, wait, so where's my award?